LOTO.
So today videos in Saudi Aramco permit receiver, we will talk about LOTO rules and responsibilities, hazards and its control.
Implement isolation/lockout procedures. GI 6.012. Provide local site-specific isolation LOTO training. Provide isolation lockout equipment. Check and verify isolations. Check and verify the isolation. All workers must have individual protection. Use multi-lock hasp or group lockout box. Actions on leaving the worksite. Isolation and LOTO is required for the individual protection of workers when doing maintenance work. Isolation and LOTO is needed to prevent unexpected or uncontrolled energizing or pressurizing of systems, piping or equipment. 5 fatal failures. 1 stop equipment. 2 disconnect from power source. 3 remove residual energy. 4 prevent unexpected restarting. 5 clear the area before restarting. Energy control program. Energy isolating device. Lockout and tagout. Group lockout. Authorized persons. Affected persons. Energy control program has 3 key elements: 1 site-specific written procedures, 2 site-specific training, 3 periodic inspections to ensure compliance to local site procedures. Energy isolating device, a mechanical device that physically prevents the transmission or release of energy. Examples: manually operated circuit breakers, disconnect switch, valve, blind, or any similar device used to block or isolate energy. Lockout, the placement of a lock on an energy isolating device. Tagout, the placement of a tag on an energy isolating device. Group lockout, use group lockout to avoid large numbers of locks and tags. Gives each worker individual protection. Group lockout steps: operations lock and tag each isolation point. Maintenance/construction supervisor lock and tag the isolation point. Maintenance/construction supervisor, keys placed in the group lockout box. Operations, installs lock and tag on the box first. Keeps the key until the job is complete. Maintenance contractor work crew, each worker places lock and tag on the box and keeps the key until the job is complete.
Authorized persons, a trained person who isolates locks and tags equipment in order to perform servicing or maintenance, usually a supervisor. Affected persons, somebody whose job requires him to work on the isolated equipment on which the servicing or maintenance is being performed. Performing planned maintenance. Making repairs. LOTO does not apply to work on cord and plug equipment when unplugged from the energy source. The cord and plug equipment is under the direct control of the employee. Energy isolation is the process of removing the possibility of an unexpected start-up of equipment or machines. Eliminating all stored energy. Energy isolation is dependent on the nature of the energy, electrical, pressure, the specific work to be conducted, maintenance, repair the equipment and configuration. Energy isolation may be dependent on multiple energy sources, example, fan unit. Mechanical block to stop fan moving in the wind. Electrical isolation on motor. Blinding to isolate piping. Energy and substance isolation, examples of energy or substances that requires isolation: electrical, mechanical. Process piping or hydrocarbons, steam, hydraulic. Black small square pneumatic, chemical, potential energy spring-loaded. Examples of equipment that requires isolation: pipelines, electrical breakers, motors and pumps, compressors, vessels and tanks, confined spaces, hydraulic presses, fans. What steps are required to perform isolation? Identify the energy or equipment to be isolated, Section 2, and the hazard analysis checklist on permits. Communicate with affected personnel. Counter signatures on permits from affected organizations. Turn everything off. Specialized PPE may be required. Example, SCBA when opening lines in toxic service. Note, staying upwind is not an approved control measure for isolations. Remove and dissipate all stored energy may require EOLB permit.